Doctor?
Right here, Peter. I've been waiting. It's going to be okay.
What kind of okay? Will I see well enough to draw?
We should know in a few days.
That kind of okay.
Operating on the eye is not as simple as slicing an apple.
There's a cartoon in there somewhere.
Why don't you let me tell your wife where you are?
You sure you can hear me clearly?
Perfectly.
Then go to...
I'm going to give you a shot to put you under for a while. Now turn over.
Sometimes I wonder how I got into this mess. Once upon a time, I was alone and friendless and wifeless and childless and dogless. A terrible state in which I could do exactly as I wished. I never had to pick anything up for days, sometimes weeks. And in addition to the rest of this almost perfect existence, which made me the envy of all my married friends, there was no one to tell me it was time for me to get up and put the coffee on because I loved her.
It's time for you to get up, put the coffee on because you love me.
Well, maybe in your home, but not in mine. I was free. When I got up in the morning, I could wear whatever color shirt appealed to me. If there was one left. Fortunately, being foresighted, good morning, dear, always managed to keep a few spares. Occasionally I would succumb to animal hungers, sometimes with fairly large animals. But there were never any complications. No tears, no goodbyes, just ships that pass in the night. Until one day 6 months ago, my life was a model of organization. Every moment perfectly planned. Attend cocktail party launching new book June 16, Plaza Hotel. June 16 was 2 days ago. Oh, it's last year's calendar. It's today. You see how simple the system was. See my doctor, See I, doctor, June 16th, 10 a.m. 30 minutes ago, rehearsal. I was down to line 6. E, D, F, C, Z, P. Edicabizip. 7. F, E, L, O, P, Z, D. Falapazid. Edicabizip. Falapazid. Oh, they've got to get up early in the morning.
Now read the next line.
EDFCZP.
Now read the next line.
FELOP. How do you spell Velabzada, with a Z or an S?
Neither. I changed the chart since your last visit.
That's unethical.
Perhaps it is. The vision in the eye that you injured as a child is practically nil.
I know that.
Now, I want you to lean forward and rest your chin on this. That's good. Now, focus your eye on the red dot.
Red. Oh.
There are evidences of sympathetic ophthalmia in your good eye. In all probability, if the injured eye had been removed after your childhood accident, the left eye would not now be endangered. Why wasn't this done?
It was a kind of feeling against pirates in Columbus, Ohio at the time.
You're a humorist, I hear.
There's been a rumor to that effect.
I have a feeling that you're not taking my diagnosis seriously.
Oh, people have been telling me what to do about my eyes for years now. I've been told to rub my spine with a billiard ball and swallow the scrapings from church bells and become emotionally involved with an Apache princess.
None of that'll work. No.
Yeah, and that'll be $30, I suppose.
Oh, much more. I'm going to put a drop into your eye.
Oh, goody. So you did.
Now extend your left arm and focus your eye on the tip of your index finger. I'm going to put the tonometer on your eye. There are indications of secondary glaucoma in your good eye.
I see.
I wish you had come to see me sooner.
I wanted to try the Apache princess first.
Now step over here. There's a strong possibility that eventually there'll have to be an operation.
I don't mean to pry, but will an operation work?
There's no way to predict.
And without an operation? Your sense of the theatrical is positively nauseating.
I just wanted to make certain that you got the point.
I did.
And just wait out here until the drops wear off.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't know. What did I have?
Well, something in the area of my breast area.
Oh.
Can't you see a thing?
Can you?
Not very much, really. Are you dilated? That's what I am. I am dilated.
I'm trying to figure out if that's an indecent proposition.
What good would it do? Couldn't even find the couch. Do you have a match? Hold it. Wait. Here it is. Thank you. It's clearly out. Fine. Thank you. Smog.
What?
I'm allergic to smog. What's wrong with your eyes?
Social disease.
I was trying to be sympathetic.
Don't.
Why are all men mean, nasty, and all knowing?
I can't speak for all men. As for myself, I hate women who offer unsolicited sympathy, dogs who lick your hand only after dinner, and children in general.
There are enough real problems in this world for you to hate, like the war, the bomb, Congress, garbage, ecology, the establishment.
I also hate people who use words like establishment and ecology.
Oh, hell, one of those.
And also one of those.
You're so smart. Do you have one sensible solution?
Yes. Oh, yes. I agree with the lemmings.
Lemmings.
Lemmings. Little creatures like mice. Once wrote a story about a scientist who had a conversation with one.
Uh-oh, a writer.
You seem a reasonable creature, he said to the lemming. The one thing I don't understand is why all you lemmings rush down to the sea and drown yourselves. Well, that's curious, said the lemming. The one thing I don't understand is why you human beings don't. also cannot abide females who overdo everything, including hilarity.
Mrs. Kozlenko,
Mm-hmm.
I had your prescription.
Thank you. Who was that terrible man?
Oh, that's Peter Wilson.
Oh, Peter Wilson.
Yeah, he draws those awful-looking cartoons of women, children, and dogs.
Right.
Hates the whole world.
So he told me.
I have a feeling he's going to start loving it now.
Oh?
I believe he's going blind.
We are now at a literary tea, a slave market frequented by my agent, Howard Mann. This is where writers are prodded, examined, bought, and sold. You can find everything at a literary tea except tea. Or literacy.
Well, I don't go to their clinic anymore. They all have cold hands.
She's from the Book of the Month Club, conservative organization.
Everything he knows about sex is his mother's fault.
Author of Kiss Me, Kill Me, Buy Me, Love Me, I think. That's the title. Or possibly it's Buy Me, Take Me, Cut Me, Burn Me. I don't know, but at any rate, you get the idea. It's a romantic novel.
There's nothing wrong with paranoia if you don't take it seriously.
The time has come for me to take my leave.
Nothing Henry Miller has to say is of the slightest interest to me.
Peter. Peter.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Howard. Goodbye, Howard.
I've been looking for you. I want you to meet some people. I don't go to these parties so that my authors can go home. All these people are here to buy books and chant them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the most paranoid sense of humor in the world today, Peter Wilson.
Nice to have met you.
His new book, The War Between Men and Women, designed to destroy the American family with a smile, is the most detestably anti-child, anti-dog, anti-female publication in history. Stock up for next Mother's Day.
Nice to have met you.
Peter, Mr. Bernheimer of Doubleday, Mrs. Schenker of the Literary Society, and this is Harold Marcus, the author of Stab Me, Stir Me, Stun Me, Want Me.
I knew it was something like that. Nice to have met you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you work, Peter? How you get your inspiration and where that hidden well is and all that stuff.
I never drew a man I didn't like.
Now, what in the world does that mean?
Very little. Nice to have met you.
Frankly, I don't understand your cartoons at all. For example, this one. That's my first wife up there, and this is the present Mrs. Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't make any sense at all. What's that woman doing up there on the bookcase?
Well, it didn't start out as a bookcase. It started out as a staircase, but I just don't draw staircases very well.
You don't draw bookcases very well either.
You've noticed that, too.
Is that woman up there alive or dead?
I asked my doctor about that. He said if she were dead, she couldn't support herself on all fours. And my taxidermist said you can't stuff a woman, so I guess she must be alive. Nice to have met you. I knew she was here the minute I heard her laugh. Only I couldn't tell which one she was. I've never really seen her. Pete, how are you, huh? Fine, just
Great,
fine,
great.
thank you. Oh, damn. Pig.
Well, a lot of anthology.
you excuse me?
Sure.
1 minute. Mr. Wilson?
Oh, that voice sounds familiar. Would you be the chest area that I grabbed this morning?
Yes. Can you see through those?
That depends. You alone?
Yes. Are you drunk?
I hope so.
I work for Doubleday. Are you in any condition to talk about your new book?
The best possible condition.
I think it's an interesting book. But I'm curious, why do you draw your women like that?
I draw them the way I see them.
But not all women look like that.
Oh.
Sexless, shapeless, overbearing.
I bet you look like that.
Only to a fifth-rate artist.
Third rate. You're also getting very obvious.
Oh? What?
I recognize the mating dance when I see it.
Come on, Mr. Wilson. You know the venom in your drawings is only a pose.
A pose? I hate women even when I'm on vacation.
Well, then why is this man on your cover bringing the woman a flower?
It's fiction.
Forgive me for taking your time, Mr. Wilson. All I can say is no man with a normal sex drive could draw a woman like that.
Sore loser.
Well, did he sell her?
Scratch double digits.
What?
Howard, tell me, this is very important. Do you find me attractive?
No.
I don't find you attractive either, do I?
Of course
Well,
not.
I knew she was wrong.
Mr. Wilson, wait! Mr. Wilson! You could get killed. Let me help
We're
you.
doing just fine.
Do you want me to help you home?
The last thing I need is a seeing-eye woman. I tried to walk between the poles.
You're bleeding.
Yeah.
Listen, my apartment's just down the block. Let me take you there.
Sight of blood always excites me.
Come on.
Yeah, it still works. You wear perfume, aren't you?
I always wear perfume.
Grandmother, so glad you're home. It's David. He's sick.
What's wrong?
In the bathroom, he just